Hey friends, I'm in the basement today because Mother Nature, you can see out that window, it's pretty pitch black out there. Mother Nature has decided that Michigan is going to get walloped today. So we are in the path of a bunch of severe weather. I don't want to jinx us and say we normally get things kind of passing over us, but typically where I'm at, we don't get too much serious weather. But we are in the area of serious weather today, and it's pouring out and thundering out. So it's an inside play day. We're going to call today our March wrap up. So we're going to go ahead and look at the seeds that I planted in March and see how they're all doing. We're going to go ahead and look at my goals for March and see how I ended up. And then we're going to take a look at how I ended up financially at the end of March. And see kind of how that worked out with my eggs and my garden stuff. So let's start with plants because they're my favorite. Ooh, you hear that thunder? All right, here is the March calendar. Very simple. Pretty much we planted a bajillion tomatoes. The last week of planting, we planted sunflowers, and I actually did the cosmos, the alyssum, and the bachelor button then as well. So let's go find these and see where we're at. Okay, this tray right here is the heirloom tomatoes. You'll see these here are all of the Marson. Oh, look at that guy. He didn't make it. Sorry, dude. The Mason marbles that I went ahead and separated out. They are all in here. They all could use a drink, it looks like. And then all these ones are ones that I need to be separated still. These have gotten way too big. Do not do as I do. These should have been separated a long time ago. So I'm going to be spending this rainy day finishing up this. But you can see they've gotten really, really, really big. You can see all of the little hair. Well, maybe you can see the little hairs. All these little hairs right here. So I can take all this leaf from here down off and bury it up to here. So even though I waited too long, I'm not doomed. Oh my gosh, these smell so good. I have lots and lots of tomatoes. So these are the heirloom tomatoes. Now, if we slide over here, this section, these are all my paste and production tomatoes. These guys are about a week behind, and these are actually at the perfect stage to pot up. This is where I should have potted them up. So you can kind of see down here, they got kind of thinner little trunks. They've got a couple true sets of leaves. They are strong enough for me to pick up and play with, but they're not so big like these monsters over here. Whoops. But this is real life, right? In my gardening, things happen when they can, not when they should. Because I'm first a mom and then a gardener and maybe a wife. All right, back here are my cherry tomatoes. These are the babies. They are looking pretty good. They could probably be up potted, most of them. A couple of them are a little bit little still. But at this point, I could probably up pot all of these tomatoes into their own cups, which is kind of what I'm working toward doing. I just need to get these peppers up potted first, and then this whole table will just be all single potted peppers and tomatoes until the first week of May. And this is the tray of flowers that I planted. You can see that these sunflowers came up very fast and very healthy. I have got two things that have not come up yet. Let's see what they are. Wisteria. And that kind of looks like that one seed's trying to poke out, so maybe it's coming soon. And the comfrey, which I believe does take a little bit longer. Right here in the middle, I've got the cosmos. I've got some patchy germination on some of those, which is a little disappointing, but I can direct sow cosmos seeds outside as well. That'll be just fine. Right here, these little tiny ones are that blue daisy. It's called the Blues Blue Daisy. I'm really interested in that one. And then this guy right here is the valerian. You can see he's just started to pop up. So these guys are all doing really well. The only thing that's not in here is the bachelor buttons. I'm just going to direct sow those, I've decided. So they are not in here, but this is the last tray of seeds and they're doing really well. So it looks like I've just got two things to germinate for the year. Except for stuff I put outside. All in all, the tomatoes are doing really well. I do wish that I'd gotten to up potting those other ones sooner, because if I'd done that, they'd be a little bit healthier, maybe not so stuck in here, but they're going to be fine. But I do need to get them done. All right. So seeds going really well. Like I said, just the 2 seeds that we're still waiting to come up. As far as my March goals, I did not do so great. Let's take a peek, shall we? Direct sow peas, check. Lettuce, check halfway. I did put out some of my head lettuce. I have not direct sown my leaf lettuce yet, but with the storm and all this rain, I was afraid it would get washed away. So I will be getting to that shortly. Carrots, didn't plant any carrots. Radishes, I did plant all my radishes, and spinach, yes. Ta-da! I'm also going to plant more peas. So I did plant peas, but I'm going to go ahead and get some more in the ground this April here. Number 2, move the cold hardy plants out of the grow room and plant your onion outside. I did move my cold hardy seedlings out of the grow room. They're all right now on the front porch or the back porch or up in my room. And we're supposed to have 60-mile-an-hour winds today. So there's something to be said for being a patient gardener, and I am not. Everyone say a prayer for me. Planting onions outside. I did not do that yet either. Fail. I've been going back and forth on where I want my onions to go, and I think that I want them to be in a bed that's not ready yet. So I have waited on that. Buy potato seed. Didn't do that. To be fair, I looked at potato seed, but all the seed potatoes that I want to get at my local store don't come in until March 30th. Now it is April 4th, something like that. They're probably there now. I should go do that. I'm going to finish making this video and I'm going to go buy seed potato. We'll see. Number 4, finish up all my seed starts, which I did. I've planted all the seeds inside that I'm going to. Clean up the seed cabinet. Ha! You want to see the inside of my seed cabinet? Well, first, you don't even need to see the inside of my seed cabinet because this is the basket that I've been throwing all my seeds into as I go. Does that look super organized to you? You want to guess what the inside of those drawers look like? That? It's bad. It's not great. So, March goals, not so great. Here's to a better April. Okay, as far as financials, here is my Homestead PL. I'm a big nerd. I did buy some more chicken supplies, and I didn't get as many eggs in March as I did in February, which sounds weird, and is probably just me forgetting to put things down, but this is what I got. So I have got $67.26 in costs into my chickens this year. And I've got almost 14 dozen. So my current cost of a dozen eggs is $4.83. Not bad. As far as my garden, oops, I need to pull that up, don't I? It's gonna be hard for you to see that way. Here we go. I did buy that 6 mil plastic, which brought my total cost up to just under $250. But I sold some spring seedlings and I sold some eggs. So I've made 65 bucks. So right now my current profit in the homestead is negative $182.49. But that's better than negative 250, right? We're moving in the right direction. As far as the pantry goes, I'm doing really well at restocking broth. I've been making a lot of broths as we use different bones. We've got some soup, some venison left. We're down to just a couple potatoes. I've got some beans left. We're making a big dent in that salsa. A little bit of vegetables left. I do have some pickled items still. Those get used kind of sparingly. And then I'm making a really good dent in all of my fruits down here, except for the pears, which again are hard to use in my house. So I think that this month, let's say here in April, let's focus on having some of these pickled items out, and let's try and work our way through these soups that I've got, and we'll consider that the goal for April in the pantry. All right, let's go make the rest of our April goals. Okay, let's make some April goals now. First thing we're gonna do is do anything that we didn't do. I need to clean my seed cabinet. Clean up seeds. I need to buy my seed potato. I need to plant my onions. I need to plant carrots and the extra peas I want to plant. All right, well, that's all for March. I had four numbers on here and I got 4 numbers here already. All right, also in April, I need to clean up my compost pile. So as soon as Easter is done, I need to get out there and get that compost pile cleaned up and repiled. And then I need to reset any beds that I haven't got cleaned up so that they are ready to plant. And I need to plant all my cold hardy starts. Because if I wait much longer, they'll all bolt once it gets warm out. So that's my big April list. Hopefully I do better in April than I did in March.